Hello and welcome to my first video lecture about CoreML, which is machine learning with the iOS framework. So in this little video tutorial, we're going to build a real-time gesture recognition application which can track different gestures. So first of all, I have instantiated a project with a plain SwiftUI. So now we're going to continue and going to import the model, which is called model of Jan. This model could be found in the caption down below. Obviously, everything is provided, like my GitHub repository. So this model is called model of Jan. It has a size of 5 megabits. And what's really important when you look at a machine, an ML model, is the class label directed on the right side. And there are different labels which you have to recognize for later. So like Daumen hoch, Faust, Finger, 5, okay, pistol. So after this step, we're going to instantiate just a plain storyboard. And obviously we have to import a view. And for this reason, because we're building an AR, artificial reality application powered with the ML, we have to put an RSCVN view on our storyboard. And obviously we have to display something, so we just put a text label with a brain on it who thinks about stuff. And yeah, obviously we want to know which gesture is recognized, not only by the emoji of it, but also we want to display the current prediction of the model. So I just put a basic gesture recognition on top. So afterwards, of course, this part is powered by the UI kit framework. So I just made a simple Swift file, import the necessary libraries. So basically we have to import scene kit and AR kit for the obviously artificial reality purpose of this application, UI kit for the UI kit framework, and vision for the machine learning. After that, I have created some buttons and some IV outlets which connected the different components with each other, and build some other Swift UI kit basic frameworks out like the view.load. And in the view.load method, I instantiated some methods for the artificial reality thingy. So you can look at the code for yourself. It's like the scene view. I've built out the scene view, and but there are some things that are specific for the CoreML, like in line 20 and 21. It's a dispatch queue. You have to put it in so it can process it. The model can process the incoming data approximately. And in line 43, there you have to check that you import the right model. So in this box I put my model Jan. And you have to do it with a guard let statement, so the model can be assured to have to be on the right track. After that, we have some standard UI kit methods like view will appear, view disappear, memory warning. This if you have to, change. And then you have some CoreML function like loop CoreML update. This always keeps our ML fresh, and it does it with the dispatch QML, which we saw earlier in the video in the slides, and our core update function, which uses the pixel buffer to update everything. Then you have your classification handler, and this tries to classify the different labels which I've shown you earlier in the model Jan. They're like finger and pistol, and therefore we have different kinds of descriptions. We have an observation and error function, and for different classifications. And there we map basically through all our labels and try to get the approximate one. And therefore we go to the dispatched queue and try to render this code through. So basically in line 145 we tell the system if no prediction could be made, we want to display the green cross, and otherwise we want to render out our top prediction and the top prediction name of that. And obviously I've trained my model with some real data that I took, and and then a Microsoft Vision program, and therefore there are some complications that some gestures could be recognized better than others. Therefore, for example, the fist could be recognized much more easily. So I have to make some changes to the top predictions. Yeah, and yeah, this is the code basically. Then we have to go back to the view controller, the storyboard of the view controller, and because this is a SwiftUI application, and the code we have written is actually an UI kit. So if you look at the SwiftUI part on the right hand side, where it says identifier, I have the storyboard ID, and if you build out your project on if you build your project on a plane, a surface, it should display nothing, but you have to put in the view controller, because when you open your content view app, and there's a specific way we adjust a UI kit app into a SwiftUI application, and this is by basically making an extra struct which converts everything. So you have like the customer struct, custom controller scan EP struct that you see in line 23 in the content view, and there we have like on line 26 where it says identifier view controller. And this is the important thing, because we say that we want in a storyboard that we want to start out with this main view, which has the storyboard identifier or storyboard ID view controller. So the application knows now which view to render first. And in line 25, our name is obviously main, and now we can give it a spin, and everything is spinning out fine. So if you want, you can check out my GitHub repository, fork the project for yourself, and try it out. So see you next time. If you have any comments or suggestions or explanations, you can hit me up on YouTube or on GitHub. So see you in the next video. Bye.